My name is Gavin Evans, and this is my review of Hannibal Season 1, and this review will have spoilers, so there's your warning. But when I first watched this show, I fell completely in love with it. I believe it was the first show I ever binged on Netflix, but I loved how graphic and brutal it was. I loved the characters, and the ending of this season was just so effective. And I was excited to rewatch it, and I was hoping I would love it just as much. And I still really like it, but this first season drags a lot more than I remember. Like, the first half of this season just moves a bit too slowly, and it's very episodic. You've got this detective, Will Graham, who gets inside the head of serial killers and other criminals, and it has an effect on him. And because of his work with the FBI, he has to see a psychiatrist to make sure that he's of proper mental state to be doing the work he is doing. So that definitely gets set up in the first half of this season, but it doesn't really grab my attention until the second half. It's just a bit too slow to begin with. And you go from one killer to the next, and I don't know. I was bored a lot more than I would have liked to be. And it's not bad. It sets everything up well enough, but I was much more engaged with the last 5 or 6 episodes of this season. And just getting to that point was a little more boring than I remember. But once again, that second half is just fantastic, where you really feel Will's mental state just declining. You feel just how tired he is and how lost he is and how little control he has. There's this one great moment where he's got Gideon and he takes him to Hannibal and he's just saying that he sees Jacob Michael Hobbs, and Hannibal's like, there's nobody there. And just the way he's messing with Will on a psychological level is just so unnerving, and I love it. And it escalates to this finale where Hannibal kills Abigail and he blames Will, and Will gets arrested. And it's just a truly effective ending because Will knows he didn't do it. He knows that Hannibal did. And everybody just thinks Will is crazy now. And it's just the perfect kind of cliffhanger ending. Now, leading up into that point, we do got some great moments. Like I said, this show is brutal and just messed up. I'm shocked. It's a network television show because some moments, like the angels at the end of the bed, truly horrific. The guy with the instrument down his throat and how they play it, terrifying. I did hate the one episode with the guy who sees everyone on fire. That looked really lame. But you do got yourself some great brutality. I think all the performances are fantastic. Hugh Dancy just plays Will Graham to perfection, especially in the latter half. Mads Mikkelsen is fantastic as well. He just comes across as a proper gentleman, but you can see how evil he is in moments. There's a story. I shouldn't tell it, but I will. But Mads Mikkelsen actually came to a city near me for a Comic Con, and I had to see him. And keep in mind, this was a long time ago, like 2014, 2015. And everybody was asking him about this show. I think by that point he was already confirmed to be in Rogue One, so people were asking him about that. But I wanted to ask him something different, something outside the box, So I love his movie The Hunt. Shit, I shouldn't say this, but when I got to the front of the line, I asked him if he learned Danish for the movie The Hunt. And he says, no, I'm actually from Denmark. And I knew that. It was just the only question I could think to ask about The Hunt in the moment, and I was so embarrassed, and I'm still embarrassed to this day about it. Just, oh my, but he's great here. Lawrence Fishburne is great for the most part. I do wish he showed a bit more responsibility for real estate at the end of this season. He's great to keep it grounded throughout, but I would have liked a bit more emotion in the end. I liked Caroline DeVanis throughout, but I think she really excels in the end when she thinks Will's just damaged for good. And I really liked their relationship here. You also got yourself Hitiani Park, who plays Beverly, and I think she does a really good job. You've got Casey Royale as Abigail Hobbs, and I think she's great. And then you've also got Laura Jean Chowatesky, who plays Freddie Lowndes. So it's a role that's been gender swapped, and usually I'm against it, but here, I just think she does such a great job, and she has such a unique personality that it really worked for me. So yeah, I still really like this season. It ends on a really effective note. You got yourself some great brutality, you got yourself some great characters, some great performances. It's just the first half does feel a bit too episodic. It does drag a bit, and I would have liked some more engaging character work to begin with. You definitely see the setup, but I would have liked more. So I'm going to go ahead and give Hannibal Season 1 a 7 out of 10. Okay, have you seen Hannibal Season 1? What did you think? Let me know in the comments down below. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Stay tuned for some more videos soon. And Gavin, out.